Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Youth Man. With more and more people wanting to have that home theater experience, that big projection screen in their living room or maybe in a bedroom because you don't have a dedicated theater room like I do, an ultra short throw projector just might be a great option for you. And today we're looking at a really nice, pretty budget-friendly projector called the VAVA Ultra Short Throw 4K projector. Now, I had the VAVA in for review for about a month and have a pretty good idea of its performance, and I'd love to share that with you in this video. So enough talking, let's get to the review. The VAVA 4K Ultra Short Throw projector comes well packed in thick styrofoam to protect the unit during shipping. Inside the box, you'll find the projector, a Bluetooth remote, power cable, cleaning cloth, and the owner's manual. The VAVA can project a 4K image from 80 to 150 inches and can produce up to a 100-inch image from only 7.2 inches away from the screen. VAVA uses an Applitronics ALPD 3.0 laser light source that is rated up to 25,000 hours. It's incredibly bright with 2500 lumen brightness, 1.5 million to 1 dynamic contrast ratio, and supports HDR10. The VAVA has built-in Harman Kardon speakers in the front of the unit with a 60-watt amp. On the top of the unit, it's super clean and very minimalistic with only a power button. Looking at the rear of the unit, you'll find 3 HDMI inputs, one which supports ARC, a USB port, AV input and output connections, SPDIF connection, Ethernet, as well as the power port. The unit measures 21 inches wide by 14.5 inches deep and 4.2 inches high and weighs 23.8 pounds. At the time of this video, the VAVA can be purchased on Amazon for $27.99. I'll have a link to it down in the description below. So at $2,800, the VAVA is one of the more affordable ultra short throw projectors on the market, coming in around about half the cost of the LG HU85LA that I recently reviewed, which cost $5,500. Now, this is my second ultra short throw to review, and I have to say I've been very impressed with the VAVA's performance. I had the VAVA paired with the EluneVision Aurora 8K ALR screen, which I've linked to down in the description below. I've got a video on that as well if you're interested in checking that out. This combination provides a fantastic image quality with a great amount of detail and really good contrast. I felt the colors were vibrant without being overly saturated. If it senses an object between the laser and the screen, it has a motion detection system that will temporarily turn off the lamp to prevent it from blinding you. Now, this might be a good feature if you have little children and are concerned about them looking directly into the light source. You can actually go into the menu and disable this if it's not needed. The VAVA was pretty easy to set up and has an 8-point fine-tune feature that allows you to easily keystone the image to your screen. Now, one thing that would have been really nice is to be able to see the actual value of the adjustments that you are making. The only way to get back to 0 was to reset all the points. I couldn't see a way for you to maybe just reset 1 or 2 of those points by themselves in case you needed to start over for any reason. Now, there's 2 wheels on the side of the projector that allows you to better balance in case maybe you got an unlevel surface, and it will help you kind of tilt the projector to get it more in line with your screen. Now, my recommendation is to get the image aligned as best as you can before you go into the menu and begin making adjustments to the keystone with the 8-point fine-tune feature. Now, one thing I really appreciate is VAVA included a size and distance chart inside the manual, which was really helpful in determining how far and high we needed to mount the projector to get the 100-inch image. Now, when I previously reviewed the LG HU85LA projector, we had to pretty much guess because we didn't know how high we needed to mount the projector to get it aligned with that 100-inch screen, so it was a lot more difficult to set up than the VAVA was. I do feel the VAVA was less bright than the LG, but it was completely watchable even with a good amount of ambient light in the room. The VAVA does have built-in Harman Kardon speakers, and that's nice if you don't have external speakers, but honestly, they're just not super impressive, especially for music. So if you've got a receiver and maybe some home theater speakers, that would definitely be a better option. The included Bluetooth remote feels nice in the hand, and it has your basic controls for power, mute, navigation, and buttons for home, back, menu, as well as volume. Now once you get into the menu system, the Android user interface is pretty basic looking, but it was easy to navigate. You can download various games and apps onto the projector and be able to pull those up at any time without needing an external source like a gaming console. Now one quirk I did find is when browsing through the selections, oftentimes the preview for that game or app, it actually wouldn't load. But if I scrolled down a ways and then came back up, then that image would load. One other quirk I found is when I tried to download the YouTube viewer and a few of the games, whenever I would click install, nothing would happen. Now we were connected via Wi-Fi and we had a solid signal, so I'm not sure what the issue was there. Now fortunately, most Blu-ray players and your streaming devices such as your AppleTV 4K and your Amazon Fire Stick 4K, they do have a better user interface, so you might be better off just using one of them. So thinking back to the LG HU85LA that I reviewed, like I mentioned, it's pretty pricey. It was almost $6,000 when I reviewed it, and so the VAVA is about half of that cost. And so when you're looking at, something for your setup, you have to kind of figure out, is there justification for twice the cost? And everyone has to decide that on your own, because what is worth it to you may not be worth it to me. So I rarely will tell you whether or not I feel something is worth the added expense. What I can say is I think this VAVA provides an incredible picture, especially for its price point. So if you're looking to add that big cinema experience in your home theater without the added frustration of climbing through your attic, running cables, installing a ceiling mount, the ultra short throws definitely provide a great value in that respect. You get a great clean image from the VAVA, and it's really simple to set up. So if you want more details on the VAVA, I'll have links to it down in the description below, as well as the EluneVision screen that I had it paired with. And as always, you guys be blessed, and we'll catch you in the next video.